The first card you have your past is the Ace of Wands. Yes, I love this card. I love the action. I love the energy behind this card. I'm all about action and energy. And I'm just seeing that, yes, you've been through a time of expansion. You've really growing, you're really learning at this time. And this was happening really, really quickly for you. You had to learn something really quickly. And actually, this taught you a lot about yourself really quickly, because you had to quickly deal with whatever this was. You're forced to learn something. You're forced to learn something new. This was a practical thing that you had to learn, but it actually taught you a lot about yourself as well as you were learning this, spiritually and emotionally as well. So this was a new thing for you, and you picked this up really, really quickly. Actually, you learned as you went along, and you're just thrown into this. You're just thrown into the deep end. You just had to learn this. And I'm also seeing I'm really feeling a little bit of an uneasiness as well when I see this card, because I'm just seeing that all the way through this working on this practical thing, you weren't sure what was going to happen at the end. It's like you were doing this thing and thinking, oh, is this going to work? Is this going to work? I'm putting so much work in. I hope this works at the end. And it's like you were going in blind. You didn't know what was going to happen in the end. But actually it worked out really well. You did this. And you really should be proud of yourself, because you worked so hard and so fast and picked up so many new things as you went through this thing. And you really pulled this off. That's what I'm seeing. You really pulled it off in the end. The next card you have your past is, yes, the Tower, the horrible Tower. Yes, I'm just seeing that obviously something happened to you. Obviously it turned your whole world upside down. That's what happens with the Tower. The feeling I'm really getting from this Tower, though, more than anything, is you really felt alone. You had this big problem that happened that turned everything upside down, but you really felt alone. You really felt alone. I'm just seeing that, you actually did have someone there for you, caring for you, who cared for you, but you were so caught up in this feeling and what was happening and all this terrible thing that was going on for you, you couldn't really see it. You couldn't see this person was there. I'm getting this feeling of abandonment. You really felt abandoned. You felt totally alone in this problem, and you felt you had nobody at this time. But I'm also seeing that this is about a problem that actually was building up over time. You had this problem that you just did nothing about, and you just let it fester and get worse and worse, and it piled up and up and up until this huge tower just came crashing down on your head. And it was something you didn't want to deal with, and it just hit you with full force in the end, because you just weren't dealing with this. But the good side of this is that it really forced you to deal with things. You were forced to, you had to deal with things in the end. And when you're going through this, obviously you don't see that there's any good in this at all. It's only looking back on the tower that you can see that that was for the best in the end, because what comes after that is the most important thing that happens, really. And you did have to deal with things. You were forced to deal with whatever happened, the aftermath of you letting this problem build up. And I am still getting this feeling. I keep on getting this feeling of feeling alone with this tower, abandonment. You felt you were completely alone with this problem. You had nobody who you could call on and ask you for your help. You could, but you just weren't seeing this person that was there to help you. You felt really, really alone. But the good thing was, because you felt alone, you weren't taking up any help that was around you. You did cope with this on your own. You dealt with this on your own. You needed to cope with this on your own. And you learned a lot from coping on your own, just the same way you did with this thing you had to do in the Ace of Wands. Coping on your own made you stronger. It's hard to go through this at the time, I know, but that's what happened. It did make you stronger in the end. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. Sorry about that. The last card you have your past is the Six of Pentacles. So yes, here's this person, here's this generous person who wants to come and help you. This is what happened. And also you could have avoided this situation, but I'm not going to say I told you so. I just did say that, I'm sorry. But yes, you could have avoided this, and I think you knew this. But yes, here's this person here, here's this generous person who wants to help you, or wanted to help you at this time. And again, I'm just seeing you were so caught up in what was going on in the tower. It was such an immense thing. You just felt so alone, so abandoned. this thing was falling on your head, and you just weren't able to see this person there helping you. And this person was right in front of you, wanting to help you and be generous. You just weren't seeing it. That's what I'm seeing there with that. Yes, the first card you have your present is the Knight of Cups. So yes, I'm just seeing someone's around you, someone who you see this person as a friend, or you could see this person as a friend, and they might actually see you as more than a friend, but maybe they're not saying that, maybe they're not telling you that. So this could be the person in the Six of Pentacles actually who's there for you, because I am feeling a lot of care coming from them for you. They're not just your friend, they really care about your well-being, and this person would have been there to help you. So maybe it is this same person. I'm seeing they would probably do just about anything for you, within reason, of course. And I am just seeing friendship at this time, and I'm actually seeing care coming from both sides. So you care about this person too, but I am seeing that you feel that you might not be able to give them what you would like to be able to. That's what I'm seeing. But this person does care about you. I'm not seeing either of you moving into a relationship. It's still a friendship at this time. And I'm not saying it never will happen. It might happen sometime, but it's not happening at this time. I'm actually seeing this person hiding some of their emotions from you. There's a lot they'd like to tell you, actually, this person, but they're keeping some of that from you. Not to be dishonest, but they just feel that maybe they're a bit worried about what you're going to think of them. It's something like that. The next card you have your present is the Five of Swords. Yes, it's tricky, this card. I'm just seeing there could be someone, actually, yes, there's someone from your past. Someone from your past. This person has been talking about you. They've been talking about you, and yes, they might be gossiping about you as well. I hate gossip. I hate this feeling when I see this card. Yes, I'm just sensing that maybe you do know this person might be talking about you to other people. And I'm actually hearing whispering as well when I see this. I'm hearing some whispering. So that's why I'm getting this horrible gossip, this horrible feeling as well. And yes, this is someone from your past. And now I'm getting, yes, this could be an ex. This could be an ex, because, okay, I'll just tell you. Yes, I'll just tell you what I'm seeing. They're still a bit angry. They're still a bit upset about the way things ended between you. This is very specific. It won't resonate with everyone, but this is what I'm seeing. There's an ex. They're upset with you. They're still angry with you. They're talking to you. They're gossiping about you. They're saying bad things about you. But deep down, they miss you. This person has a really mixed up mind. They're really mixed up in their mind, and they're kind of all over the place emotionally. So they can be one way one minute, another way another minute, all over the place. And sometimes they have these feelings and they just act on their feelings. They don't really think about it. It gets them into trouble quite a lot. But they're very mixed up in their mind. I'm seeing their mind as being very, very chaotic. That's this person. And yes, their mind's really mixed up. I'm seeing something swirling around like a whirlpool. That's what I see as their mind as. That's this person. That's just what I'm seeing in that Five of Swords. The last card you have, your present, is the Six of Cups. So yes, here we are. Reunions. This is what this person wants. This is what this ex wants. They want to talk to you. They're not saying this. I'm not seeing them saying this to anyone. They're not saying to anyone, oh, I'd love to get back together with this person. I miss them. But they're actually pretending they don't like you at all. They're telling people horrible things about you. This is the crazy thing. But they are mixed up anyway. But they are saying, yes, they're saying negative things about you. But yes, they do miss you. That's what I'm seeing. Deep down, they'd like to talk to you. They have a funny way of showing it. But they're very mixed up. That's what I'm seeing. But yes, deep down, they would like to have you back in some way. That's what I'm seeing with this person. Yes, so for your future, the first card you have is the Nine of Pentacles. I really like this card. I'm just seeing that you've really learned a lot from what happened to you. And definitely in the Tower, you've learned from what happened to you in the Tower. So what I'm seeing with that this time in your future, you're just very determined not to let these problems pile up again, because they piled up to the point where it was just really, really ridiculous and you couldn't cope anymore. It was like this huge mountain and there was just no way of getting to the bottom of the mountain. It was just really huge. And yes, you're just determined you're not going to let these problems pile up again, and you're not going to be yes, you're just not going to be procrastinating. You're not going to leave things anymore. You're going to be really working really hard just to make sure nothing like this ever happens ever again. And you're going to be making a really big effort to finish anything off, any leftover things you're ignoring. And the other thing I'm seeing is you're going to be reconnecting with people. You're going to be catching up with a lot of people again. Because this feeling of abandonment that I was really getting, that was the major feeling I was getting when I was looking at the tower. You really felt so alone. So that's now what you're doing is you're contacting a whole lot of people again. Maybe some people you haven't spoken to for a while. You're just, reaching out to people again. That's what I'm seeing. So yes, the next card you have in your future is the Hermit. Right, I'm seeing this card actually really literally. So this is a reminder to you, this is in your future of course, but this is a reminder to you that, yes, you did let things slide, excuse me. Sorry about my throat. Yes, you did let things slide. And yes, that's why things went the way they did in this horrible tower. But this Hermit card's reminding you not to go too far the other way. Don't run around endlessly doing things that aren't really important. Don't run around just crossing off lists going, oh, I have to get everything done. I can't let things, excuse me, my throat. Sorry, headphone wearing people. Yes, don't just run around crossing things off lists. Don't just run around connecting with all these people. Don't just run around trying to fill all the gaps again so that you don't feel alone. Because, you're better off filling those gaps with people who are really genuinely going to be there for you. People who are going to be honest. People who are going to mean a lot to you. Things in your life that are important to you, really important to you. Not just lots and lots of things, lots of stuff, lots of things to get done, to cross off a list. Not just people that you have around you, just for the sake of having around you. Have people who really mean something to you. I'd rather be alone than have hundreds of people around me that don't mean anything to me, that don't truly care for me, that aren't going to be there for me when I need them. I'd rather have one really good friend than millions of people who, when things go wrong, I can't depend on them. I'd rather have people who are going to come with me. You're going to go, this tower went down so that you can go on this journey and really know yourself. When you're going to go on this journey and really know yourself, have people with you who you want with you, who really are the best people to have with you. Have situations, things with you that are the best things and situations to have with you. Very few. Diamonds are very rare. There are only few of them. That's why they're so expensive. So have those diamonds with you. Don't have rocks with you. That's what I'm seeing there for the Hermit. The Hermit's following his lamp. He's going on his journey. He's only taking the people. He's really thinking very carefully about what he wants to take with him, who he wants to take with him. That's what you need to do in the Hermit. Sorry, I'm not lecturing you. The last card you have in your future is the Nine of Wands. So yes, again, if you look at this man in the Nine of Wands, he's been through a battle. He's got a big bandage on his head. The tower's fallen on his head. But he has a barrier. He's building a wall between people that aren't going to be good for him. That's what you need to be doing. That's just a follow-on from the Hermit. Just be very careful who you're bringing with you on your journey. Only bring those people who are the best, absolute best people to bring with you. That's what I'm seeing.